There is this one thing that everyone in our society is trying to find, and often seems that it's most important thing in one's life. It's even believed being something you can't live without, which is life's purpose. In my opinion, a greatly misunderstood topic in our society. Welcome to the Brown One. I am Nacho, and I want to share new perspective on understanding what life's purpose actually is and how you can help yourself finding it. Before I go into breaking down this topic, let's pretend that we don't know anything about life's purpose and do what every modern member of society would do when they hear something new. Let's ask Google. So, according to Google, life's purpose is the reason you get up in the morning. Purpose can guide life decisions, influence behavior, shape goals, offer a sense of direction, and create meaning. Okay, this makes sense, and probably this is what majority of people will say if I ask for opinions on the street. But taking this definition, we can ask a question. So then, everyone who wakes up in the morning has a life purpose. If we are realistic answering this question, then the answer is simply no. It's not a mystery that there are lots of people that wake up in the morning and believe they haven't found their purpose yet, or have lost it, which is even worse. There are even situations where people live their whole life and still don't know what's their purpose, why they're here on this spinning rock, even though they have tried looking for it. Lack of purpose in life does not mean that you shouldn't be waking up in the morning. The lacking is the bigger reason for you to do get up in the morning. Just think about this. You don't get born with a purpose. Until a certain age, you don't even know such thing exists. I believe it's a blessing to be aware of existence of life's purpose. Since people who are surviving their whole life and struggling over simple needs don't even have time or mind space to contemplate about existence, or rather absence of a purpose in their life. So be grateful and keep reminding yourself that you being aware of existence of a purpose means that you have things some people don't. So where am I going with this one? The reason I'm making this video is because I was watching a show on Netflix called On My Block, and in one of the episodes a short dialogue happened between Jamal, a kid who believed his life purpose was to find a treasure which he had found at that time, and Abuelita, a wise woman constantly giving advice to kids in the show. So when Jamal, or how Abuelita calls him, Jamal, found the treasure he was looking for, he has lost his life's purpose and was complaining that he does not know what to do now. I imagine there are lots of people out there either chasing for purpose, either think they lost it, but a phrase that can help a lot of people when they hear and accept it is, you can't find your purpose. Purpose will find you. There's plenty of people that have heard this so many times that they're just sick of it at this point. This is why I said it can help only when people truly hear it and accept it. No good will come from resisting. Now, I'm not saying that you should give up chasing. No. As long as you're not harming or draining yourself mentally and physically, you can go and chase however much you want. But know that if it gets too much, there is nothing wrong with slowing down and catching a breath. Or if you're just lazy person like some of us and you feel bad for not having a life purpose, Life purpose can often find you if you relax and let life show you what it wants to show you. Also, when you do find your purpose, don't be single minded that this is the only thing that you should focus on. Remember, nothing is permanent. Your purpose can change over time as you grow. You can also be influenced by environment you're in to have one purpose, and as you evolve and get to know yourself, it can change. I myself am a very good example of having a purpose due to an influence from environment. A few years back, I still thought that my purpose is to find a job, build a family, continue my bloodline, just because that's what everyone always have been doing around me. But even though it kind of worked for me at that time, once I started learning about life, I realized that there is so much more that we are blind to, that it made me want to learn more and wanting to share the knowledge. So continuing learning more and sharing, that's what become my life purpose at the moment. And if you think that I am jobless or I don't want wife or kids, you would be wrong. It's still of an interest for me, and I will achieve it eventually. But that has become more of a side quest for me, but not the main reason why I'm here. In few words, life's purpose is a complex concept with multiple perspectives from which you have to choose one for yourself, or multiple, because I have multiple, and whatever works best for you, you know? If you want to be actively searching for it, so be it. Why stop if it's working for you and there is no negative impact on neither you nor your surroundings? If it works, it works. But main point I want to deliver here is that look outside of your perspective and more often things you find when you're not looking for them. No one can explain how this phenomenon works, but it just does. And let's be honest, there are lots of things we don't understand about this life. That is why I think the life is so amazing. One thing I do want to do before I wrap up is to play devil's advocate for a little. As good as it is to have a purpose that keeps you motivated and the reason why you wake up every day, you should also see the flip side of the coin. Now, if I take a complete different perspective, which I believe is true as well, but it just depends on a person and what you want to believe more. Life's purpose doesn't exist. This is something human beings have created for themselves, probably because someone at some point got bored with what they have and wanted something else, something to chase after, which you can connect to a desire of a being. In Buddhism, it is taught that desire brings suffering. This is why there are people who desire to have a purpose in their life, but they can't find it, which in result they may start feeling miserable. But if you let go of this desire, you can be a lot happier. This is why I say you have all the knowledge within you to be happy and not depend on external factors to please you. Here you go. I tried to cover as much as possible and do so without putting you to sleep. So let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. I will leave this information for you to digest. And keep staying good, bless up, and I'll see you next week.